Kia ora, here's one of the excellence questions from the 2013 Level 2 Algebra paper. So I'm breaking this down into smaller parts so that they don't go on for as long. Alright, this equation is what we're given to start with. So we're told that x plus 2 minus 3 root x plus 2 minus 4 equals 0. So we know that we have to turn that into a quadratic. Now, back then, this was when the standard was quite new, and they've given students this hint. I don't reckon they'd do that anymore, and I don't think they really need to. So as soon as you see an equation like this, you've got to think, how can I make that a quadratic? Well, if I make this middle term, what is usually my x, then this is going to be something squared. So we'll go with their hint, and we'll call a the square root of x plus 2. That gives us a squared is equal to x plus 2. So you can pretty easily see how we can transform this into the following quadratic. A squared minus 3a minus 4 equals 0. And that factorises to give me this equation. A minus 4 times a plus 1. Now we're told that it's got only one real solution, but we could have figured that out for ourselves anyway, because we're going to do that on the next slide. So we've got to a minus 4 times a plus 1 equals 0. So either a equals 4 or a equals negative 1. But what's a? Well, a is just root x plus 2. So we've got root x plus 2 equals 4, or root x plus 2 is equal to negative 1. We know that this has no real solution because it's telling me that the square root of something is a negative number. Now we can deal with that differently once we get to level 3 calculus and learn a bit about complex numbers, which hopefully most of you will do next year. But for now, all we can say is that there's no real solution to this one. So we go back to working with this equation here. We square both sides and have x plus 2 is equal to 16, and we get x is equal to 14. Okay, if you've watched the 2015 video with the 3 excellence questions, the really long one, I talked in there a bit about how we need to make sure we check that this solution really does work. So that's what I'm going to do on the next slide. The equation we were given to start with was this one, x plus 2 minus 3 root x plus 2 minus 4. And we'd like our potential solution to give us the result that the left hand side equals 0. So let's now substitute x equals 14. Well, we're going to get 16 minus 3 root 14 plus 2, 16 minus 4. So let's see what that is. Well, that's 16 minus 3 fours and 12 minus 4 equals 0. So we're happy. X equals 14 is the one real solution. There we go. And now, mystery song, in case anyone out there is desperate for a chocolate fish. Just let me turn on my phone. Right, first person to tell me what this is, go ask your parents if you don't know it. There you go. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll put some more up later on tonight.